Hello friends, my name is Swapnil Pandarkar and let's start with the part 2 of chapter 9, that is current electricity. Here we are going to discuss two or more resistances connected in series circuit. See here, a figure shows that R1 and R2 are the two resistances connected in a series to each other. Here the I current flows through both the resistances, that is R1 and R2. Here the effective resistance, we know that it is Xs is equal to R1 plus R2. Then study this concept in some detail and how the formula is derived here. See here. Here this figure shows that three resistances R1, R2 and R3 are connected in series and I current flows through each of these resistances R1, R2 and R3. See here, these resistances are connected in a closed circuit manner. See, this is the voltage V that is supplied here, positive, negative. Here this one is the R1 resistance, this is R2 resistance and this is the R3 resistances connected in series to each other. Here in this circuit, I current flows here through each of the resistances in this way, conventional current, that is positive to negative. This arrow shows the direction of current, that is from R1 to R2 and then to R3. Here the circuit here on the right hand side shows the effective resistances or effective resistance here, that is the RS. This is similar circuit to the circuit towards the left. See here, Ohm's law is applicable. We know that what is Ohm's law? V is equal to Ri. So here the voltage drop across each resistance here R1, R2 and R3 is shown. See here, voltage drop across R1 is this one, that is V1 is equal to I R1, that is current into the resistance R1. Here the voltage drop across R2 resistance is V2, that is equal to I into R2. And what is the voltage drop across R3? It is V3 is equal to IR3. Here in this case the law of conservation of energy is applicable. What is law of conservation of energy? That energy is neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be get transferred from one form to another form. The total energy in the universe always remains constant. So here if a battery or voltage supply is delivering a energy, that is the voltage V, then this voltage should be conserved in this circuit. So here as per the law of conservation, it should be V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So here putting the above values of V1, V2 and V3 in this equation, we will get V is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. Here see that current is same in both these three terms. So here we can take I common and we will get V is equal to I into R1 plus R2 plus R3. That is, the total resistance in a series is equal to sum of the individual resistances. That is, suppose n number of resistances are connected in series, then we will get effective resistance as Rn is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus dot 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 up to Rn. Here it should be always noted that the same current passes through each resistor. It experiences the resistance of each of them and resistances in series simply get add up. So here we have studied how the formula is derived and how the same proportion of current flows through each of the resistance during the series condition. Then see our next slide. This is the condition that we are going to discuss, that two or more resistors is connected in parallel circuit. Two or more resistors are connected in parallel circuit. See here, parallel circuit. Here the diagram shows that three resistances R1, R2 and R3 are connected to each other in a parallel manner. Here I is the current entering in the circuit. This current I get divided into the three parts, that is I1, I2 and I3. Here I1 current passes through R1 resistances, I2 current passes through R2 resistance and I3 current passes through R3 resistance. Here each resistor receives full voltage of power supply. So of course in this circuit, to form a closed circuit, a voltage supply is connected. Similarly, just like in the series condition, we have shown a circuit, complete circuit. So here also a voltage supply is there. So each of these resistance will experience a full voltage of that power supply. So by Ohm's law, we know that V is equal to Ri. Hence the current flowing through each resistor is different here. In this condition, the current flowing through each resistor is different. Through R1 resistance it is I1, through R2 it is I2 and through R3 resistance it is current I3. So the current flowing through here through R1 resistance is I1 and that current is given by Ohm's law, that is V upon R1. And also the current flowing through the resistance R2 is given by I2 is equal to V upon R2. And the resistance and the current flowing through resistance R3 is given by I3 is equal to V upon R3. See here, by law of conservation of charge. So here law of conservation of charge is applicable. Why the law of conservation of charge? Because the electric current is simply a flow of electron through a wire. And what is the electrons? Electrons are the charge particles. So here law of conservation of charge is applicable. So here total current I is equal to the current across each of the resistance, the current flowing across each of the resistance. Here total current I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So here putting the values of individual currents in the above formula, that is we get I is equal to V upon R1 plus V upon R2 plus V upon R3. So see, V is common in each of the three terms. So here we will get V as common. Then I is equal to V into bracket 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. That is, the total resistance in a parallel circuit is equal to sum of inverse of each individual resistance. Therefore, for every circuit in a n number of resistors connected in parallel, we get formula, that is Rn is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3 plus 1 upon Rn. So in this way here a formula is derived, that is effective resistance in the parallel condition, that is R is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3 plus ... 1 upon Rn. In this way a formula is derived here. So here the law of conservation of charge is applicable, that is the total current in the circuit should always remain constant. Here it should be noted that each of the resistance will experience a same voltage. प्रत्येक रेजिस्टन्सला एक सेम व्होल्टेज तिथं रेकग्नाइज होईल आणि प्रत्येक रेजिस्टन्सच्या अक्रॉस एक सेम व्होल्टेजच असेल. पण या ठिकाणी आपल्याला एक नोट अजून करायचं आहे की प्रत्येक रेजिस्टन्समधून वेगवेगळा करंट फ्लो होतोय, हे तुम्ही कायम लक्षात ठेवा. ठीक आहे. याच्यानंतर आपण डिस्कस करू पुढच्या लेक्चरला की किर्चॉफ्स लॉ ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल नेटवर्क्स.